That's us recording now. Hey guys, so this video was actually supposed to be recorded yesterday. And I messaged Garber and I was like, yo, you up for recording today? He's like, yeah. And then not even 5 minutes later, my Bamboo Labs A1 printer came in. And I've been having a lot of fun with it, guys. Just saying.
You lost the entire day on bamboo printing.
Honestly, I'm telling you, it's genuinely amazing. So I started 3D printing in about this time. It was about March 2019. I started 3D printing, and honestly, see like the difference. Like, this is my first time ever with an FDM printer, and see this printer.
Well, the tech has changed a lot. For FDM.
Yeah, it really has. Like, genuinely, I'm really impressed with the machine and what does it for me. Like, this isn't a sponsor, but Bamboo Labs, if you're watching that, I did put in, because Bamboo Labs does send out stuff to like influencer types all the time. So I did put in Neckbeardia as a business on my address, which I never do, and they did send me out an extra one of the, what do you call it, plates? Is that what you call it? Like the bed.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
So they give me a smooth one. I don't know if that was a mix-up in the order or whatnot, but like, hey, I'm not going to say no.
A lot of folks use like the flex ones and bend it and it'll pop the fucking little kernel.
Yeah, I need to get me one of them bad boys. I'm just using a textured one, just a standard one, because like I don't want to fuck with it. Do you know what I mean? But honestly, all I'm saying is, guys, it's retard proof, because any problems that I've had with it so far, the machine just tells you, oh, here, by the way, you haven't done this, please fix this. It's like, okay, I can do that. And it really holds your hand. Like, this isn't sponsored, guys, I'm just putting it out here, but if you've been thinking about getting like an FDM printer, just get that. Like, honestly, it's so easy. Like, I'm
for like my stuff, like macro stuff, like buildings and vehicles.
Yeah, I'm printing out a tank at the minute here. Garb, actually, let me know if you can see this. I'll throw it up on screen here. Preview. Let's see. Do you want to see my? Let's see if Megan's going to be in shot. She's downstairs cleaning at the minute. Let's see. Oh, here we go. You can see my tank going. Now the camera is trash, I will say. But yeah, guys, that's what my kitchen looks like. So I'm just trying to get a few prints in before I send it to...
You like that, dude?
Yeah, honestly, it's... and Ozzy's amazed with it. Oh, let me show you this. I'll throw it up on screen here, guys. I was like... He was like, Smith Toy Superstores at home? Yes, Ozzy, yes. You can have Smith's Toy...
That's right, little buddy.
We got the toy shop at home now. So I printed out a Benchy, and he loves it. And I printed out, one of the wee ocarinas. But honestly, look... Enough of this. I wanted to do something. Now, me and Megan recorded earlier a certain website. It begins with E, and then an F, then a U, then a K, and then an ED. Now, I don't really want to say the name of the website because I know that I'll get... Yeah, that's the name of the website. So that's what me and Megan did today for Gumroad, and we did it once before. Or not Gumroad, sorry, Unhinged. And a lot of people said, James, that was one of your best videos. Yeah, I was fucking retching the entire way through it. It's absolutely rank. I only threw up near once. It's a retched, honestly. I don't know who's watching this sort of stuff. I have no idea. Like, whoever's watching this sort of stuff, you got issues, man. You need Jesus. Oh, by the way, Garbo, do you want to know someone else who needs Jesus? I thought you would enjoy this. Now, I'm just putting it out here. Now, I did post this onto my Discord, and someone tagged you in it. So they did. So...
Tag me.
Yeah, they tagged you. Where is it? Oh, here, this is it.
Oh, why are they tagging me?
I don't know. It was, you guy, what do you call him, Martel? Let me see if I...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as you were. Yeah. Makes sense. Yep, that checks.
Right, so I'll cover up these people's names. But this is on Vikings and Maidens. Now, I'm not even in this group, by the way, guys. Like, I'm just not in it, but it just came up on my feed.
Oh my god, no!
I thought this would be a fun way to start the video. So, hi all. I just want to introduce myself and share a photo I took of myself and my beloved fiance at New Year's Eve last year. Okay. What's the photo? FYI, to everyone calling me a man, I have a video of myself physically bleeding from my vagina, which I would be incapable of if I were indeed male. Keep bumping your gums. What's that mean? Bumping your gums?
Talking.
Oh, right, okay.
Talking, like,
I don't know, fucking American. You know what? I can just look at these people and say, yeah, they're American.
Look, man, Zay Zim thinks they're cool.
Yeah. So I posted you guy Decall, whatever you call him. He said a pair of dwarves from the Soy Mountains. Oh, that got me. So yeah, you know the thing is, I honestly do think that is a woman. I think she just got that bearded lady syndrome. What do you think, Arbor?
I'm actually a lady.
Do you think it's a lady? I want to have a vote in the comments, guys. Is that a woman? I think it's a woman with a beard. I honestly do. What would you say, Garb?
I've been bleeding from my vagina. I've been bleeding from my vagina.
Oh, mate.
Like, sir, could you please?
Wait, what are they drinking? Fanta, is that, Are they Fanta drinkers? You know the best thing is as well, Tarmel, if you're watching this is what you would look like if you were also fat and like had a longer beard. I'm sorry, Tarmel.
You were fat and bearded.
I'm sorry, Tarmel. You know I love you. Well, Tarmel always jokes and he says he looks unironically like the Wojak, so he does. Yeah, he looks like the Fields Wojak. Or no, the Soy Jack, so he does. Also, on the topic of Tarmel is the artist for Thingy, for the Deck of Many Triggers. And the order has been placed, guys. The order has been placed. The deposit's been put down. They say that it will take 1 month and around that for the order to be printed, and then it'll probably take about another month for it to be delivered. But I don't think it'll be as long as that, if I be honest with you. So I'll let you guys. I'll need to put a post on the community tab and also a post on Giant Slayer. But just so it's out there, the order's been placed. It is coming. I know. It's been like I've been pretty quiet about it, but I don't really like saying like updates unless something's actually happened. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in being like, yeah, everything's the same as last time, guys. Everything's just the same. It's like I'd rather just tell you guys whenever something actually happens. Is there anything else worth talking about, Garbu? Before we jump into this, now I want to do something a bit more palate cleansers.
Go ahead.
No, you go for it.
No, you go ahead, palate cleanser.
No, I was just saying that what we'll be going into something a bit more interesting. I thought it'll be a bit of fun. So let's just see what this is all about. Is there anything you want to do, Garbu? Or anything worth bringing up before we go right in?
I'm apparently a furry now. So that's...
Oh, well, Garb, we've been saying this about you for years. Like, just putting it out there.
Bro, I just want to write aliens, okay? They're aliens with fur. They're not furries. It's different. It's fucking different.
You sure?
God, I hope so.
You sure? Well, you know,
I got a review, and a guy said this is the best furry sci-fi I've read in a while, and I was like,
thanks.
God damn it.
You know, you're
thanks.
You're just gonna have to. You know what I mean? You're on that problem though. If you, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you do anything online, and if you give them skills, if you give them fur, if you give them, you know what I mean? Well, you had that whole thing with harpies for ages, and you still do have that problem with harpies.
Huh.
The harpies, do you not?
What problem?
Were they not like waifu material?
Yes.
Everything
I craft will be a waifu, bro. It's literally like my medical condition.
Oh, also on the topic of that, before remind me, there's a fellow that I was talking to, just remind me at the end of the video, he was saying he wants to get into a bit of voice acting, so he does. He did one of the 7-Elevens on or Unhinged, and he actually does have a decent voice. So like, I'll need to send you his details after the video, but just so I remember, you know what I mean, one of those ones. Anyway, so mid-20s broken man, whatever life is, this can't be it. Yeah, I felt that way. Did you ever feel that way? Did you ever go through that?
Yeah, like you kind of hop on, because if you completely detach from the internet, you will get better. However,
yeah,
you're exposed to every fucking creep show on this planet, and they're all super concentrated on the internet, so you can't escape it. You're like, this can't be life. These guys can't be real. Like, think about in like even the 90s, most people didn't know how fucking weird like Portland was.
Yeah.
If you were in Oklahoma, you're like, those fucking you didn't really know, but now you're exposed to their fucking mental diarrhea every fucking, it's ma'am, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah, I love that. One of my favorite posts of all time has to be, you know, that guy that didn't recognize what a farm was when he was like in an airplane.
Fucking
do you see that, where it's like, what are all these like weird squares? think that's their fields. They're literally just fields, man. What do you mean? He's like, what?
Where your food, that's where your food comes from, retard.
I don't know. I think we should actually just get rid of farmers because, like, we don't really need them anymore, do we? Like, you just get food from, like, the store. You know what I mean? You just go to the shop.
Don't you worry, there, pal. We're importing the South African Boer farmers.
Yeah, thank God for that. I don't even know if I want to get into all that. If I be honest with you, like, we'll save that for later. It has been really funny watching the reaction of the liberals when it comes to
How do you do, my fellow Mayo?
you know, it's very interesting how they're okay with certain migrant groups, but others think no, we don't want them. We don't want people that like have any form of like, actual skills whatsoever. No.
Like people are getting the Boers create like 90% of like South Africa's fucking grains and produce and shit.
Well, look, we'll wait for Zimbabwe too. All I'm saying is, like, I was too young. Like, I remember as a child, all there was on TV was like adverts for like Zimbabwe and stuff. And
come see Zimbabwe. We have elephants and sheep.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for them. It just didn't. I don't know. Like this video. Let's keep going. So, Google mid-20s. Let's see. So, what's the first option we got? Outburst, escapism, delusional,
bro.
introspection.
I am at the top immediately. Outburst. That's me right there. Boom.
Well, that is you. Like you. I joke about this with people all the time, but I don't think people actually understand how much you desperately want to have a shootout with the police, or not even the police, just shootout with anyone. Like you just want to have a shootout. You just want an Alamo in your front garden.
Bro, I have not been in a fight in so long. I'm so
like you. That, and I don't think people understand that. You know what? Actually, me and Megan were watching that. You know, have you ever seen the movie, or it's a documentary, The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
No.
What? You need to watch that.
I can't.
No, it's about these like absolute insane rednecks. Well, they're not really rednecks, more like hillbillies. Well, they are hillbillies. But these guys are they just love fighting, and they just love like see the amount of them that have been involved in like shootouts and like drugs and like they're just mad, like they're absolutely insane. Like at the start of the documentary, it's the grandmother of the family's like 85th birthday, and they're all just like sniffing like crushed up Oxycontin and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like what the fuck? I don't know. It's mad.
I mean, how do you do your birthday?
Yeah,
fucking square. What are you shaking?
Yeah,
shit? My house has fucking powdered Oxycontin.
Well, you need like Garber. All I'm saying is you should be getting on the meth because like think of how productive you would be if you started like participating in it as a, like not even recreational. Just think of it like coffee. You know what I mean? Performance enhancer.
See, my problem is that like I live for road rage guys. I always try and make it worse by instigating, and they always back down.
Are you okay? Like, is everything okay? You jump out of the car, got up to them, and it's like, "Are you okay? Are you in danger?"
Like there's always some asshole in the truck, right? Like he wants to be like I literally pull it. I go, what? And I like walk towards our truck because I am so bored and I haven't felt pain in so long. I'm like, what? They go, oh shit! They kind of like peel off. I'm like, no, come back! You're my green light. You know, like please, like I don't care if I lose. Just kind of please get something so fucking boring. Like that was nearly a decade of constant combatives with either the MP or the fucking private security, and that's been like 6 years of nothing. Like I am so bored.
Yeah, right. Look, let's get into this because I'm sure the guys are shouting. I was like, "What does the infograph say? Get into it. Get into the thread."
So outburst is the world's fault. The accumulated rage and resentment find a target, deserving or not, it's irrelevant. No matter what, it has to pay. The man is now a tyrant, and the inflicted pain is the only measure that counts. He becomes a mere tool of torture.
Yeah, I can feel that one. Not gonna lie. I can feel a bit of a vibe. What way do you want to do? Do you want to go down into escapism, or do you want to go across into reinforcement?
We'll go across.
Yeah, that'll be.
So the point of nowhere. So reinforcement is I knew it. The biases are strengthened as the man delves deeper into his own convictions. A world of grays becomes black and white. And its refreshing simplicity emboldens the man to laugh at the doubts that shackled him before for all the wrong reasons.
Honestly, I really feel that, like, genuine. See, when it comes to like black and white, I used to say that all the time. It's like, oh, you know, things are really complicated and stuff. You know, everything, like, you know, like people have just got different points of view. And then trans kids. And it's like, yeah, no, that's black and white, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many mainstream talking points in the world today that I consider just simply black and white.
I am a woman. You have testicles.
Yeah, but how often do you come across that? Like, you know, and I feel like even just like 10 years ago. No, we're talking more like 15 years ago now. Jesus, fuck, time's moving.
It's 2020.
Yeah, it's like
this all started in 20.
Yeah, shit. I don't know. I feel that in my bones. Not gonna lie, I really do feel that in my bones.
Right in my knees.
Yeah. Will you go across to the point of no return? Radicalization,
which is where me and you are.
I would say I'm radical on only certain topics, though. Like for me, like
I'm a woman. You have balls. I can see your balls. You're not a woman.
For me anyway, the only like pure like one thing, like something that I am just completely, utterly not even close to would be migration at this moment in time. Like that would be the only one that I am just dead fast in, where there's no other options. Does that make any sense? You know, I'm like, what would you be? What would your de facto is like? No, it's gone. You know what I mean? Like that's the way it is, and there's no more said about it.
For me, it's just simply like I am radicalized towards the natural truth of things. You were born with what you were born with. Shut the fuck up and deal with it. You can't change what nature gave you. Like I'll get in fucking arguments with like other pagans and fucking just completely yell at them because they're being stupid and buying us. Like the whole thing is, you know, like Christianity and even Islam, paganism, but there's always the natural truth of things.
Yeah.
You are what Mother Nature made you. And the fact you're trying to spit in the face of Mother Nature and try and say that you know better, you are a micro.
What's the copy pasta?
You are a blink.
You're an abomination. I think most of you guys know that copy pasta. You're an abomination. Yeah, I get that. So
like the thing, like that's literally the most thing. Like I don't care about like liberalism. I don't give a fuck. But once you try and say I am a man, like sir, you're born with cock and balls. You are a man. You can't get around that. You're not a woman. You are a man. And like I've been called a bigot so many times in public for this kind of shit. Like I went to an anime con once, and like I don't know how it started, but we were in a room party drinking, and like someone said like, you know, I really think I'm a boy. I said, cool. If I were to rip down your pants, what would I see? Like, what do you mean? If you were to get naked, what would I see between your legs? And they're like, well, I have a vagina. Well, then you're a fucking woman, all right? You can never change that.
You might just be a bit ugly. That's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to be a bit ugly.
And you be an ugly woman or an ugly man. That's just luck of the draw, and that sucks. You know, you can't. Mother Nature kind of fucked me over on that one. But like, it's just like there's some things that I will not budge on. I would happily burn the world down before I let that shit get past me. You know, and I think a lot of folks jump to reinforcement straight to radicalization because they know simple logic. Simple logic will radicalize everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
I would agree with that.
Like, I don't know, crime statistics get you a little radicalized.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm seeing so many. Like, I've seen like about 5 of them now. See, in the past like week, I've seen like 5 of them. What's up? You need the car keys? Why? Where are you going? Oh, right, okay. I don't have the car keys. They're downstairs somewhere.
You do this every fucking time.
Well, you just came up here.
You do it every time. The fucking car keys.
They're downstairs. They're in the kitchen. You'll be all right.
Every fucking time.
You'll be fine.
Oh, damn it, Jim.
Where are the car keys? Oh, fuck. So I need to do that worse, but sorry. So sorry, what does the post say? So the only way is my way. Absolute, boastful, prideful,
Absolute, boastful, prideful, a parody of a human being. The man has completely abandoned the intricacies of the world in favor of a one-sided, all-encompassing perspective. He is blind to all beauty and all subtlety. There is only hate for existence, for the world, for himself, which is wrong.
I wouldn't go that far. No, definitely. But maybe I'm just not at the point of no return. Maybe I'm not.
A radical is merely an unmovable person, someone who is set in their beliefs. Yeah. They're radical because they cannot be changed.
Yeah.
Now, that's to imply a radical is wrong. Radicals are not always wrong. A radical simply embraces the simple truth of things, and what it should say is that they ignore nuance. Like, no, This is the truth. This is what actually is logically correct. There's no nuance to this.
Yeah, I get that.
Which a lot of folks call racist nowadays. If you don't embrace nuance, you're a racist or you're a Nazi, yada yada. Basically, a certain faction of the planet is trying to remove nuance or trying to force nuance where nuance shouldn't be. Like, well, they're an effeminate man. Why could no? You're still a man.
Yeah.
Like, there's no nuance.
Her penis.
Don't have. Yeah, her penis. Like certain things you can't use nuance on. There is no wiggle room. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But not everyone can really deal with that particular logical stance.
I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like a lot of people are just scared to like hurt people's feelings almost. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
they're so browbeaten with fear of I could lose my job, I could lose my home, I could be harassed. They're so browbeaten. They're too afraid to even state what they believe.
Or they made it a virtue. I thought that one was great, honestly. Like the idea of, especially with COVID, they made being fearful virtuous. If that makes any sense.
Yes, they did.
And that's like the worst thing. I don't know. That was fucking brutal, man. Not gonna lie, that was really bad. Well, we keep going. Otherwise, we're never gonna get through this because we know what we're like. Escapism. So we're back over here, mid-20s Booger Man. So what other options do you have? So you can go for the outburst or you can go for escapism so far. What's this? You want to lead it?
The man drowns himself in activities and or substances that mask his inner desire for change, a cheap trick for the soul that only leads to apathy and dissociation. These things may even seem positive on the surface for the benefits they provide. However, when merged with dishonesty, they become shields against reality. And right now, this is the main benefactor of life, is escapism. Everything is an escape. You got video games.
Yeah, video games are the worst for it.
TV shows, books, manga, anime.
Football, or like sports, if you're a normie.
A little bit of food.
Yeah.
Like everything is an escape from. I don't want to deal with life. I want to enjoy my hobby or this thing I like. Now, escapism isn't really bad. I think it's when you go too hard, where your life becomes video games.
World Warcraft addiction. World Warcraft addiction. That's I'm speaking from someone who has been a World of Warcraft addict multiple times in my life. Multiple times.
True.
Like multiple times. Like I fucking loved World of Warcraft so many. It's bad. Like I should just never play it, frankly, because it's just not good for me. You know, and I got kids now, so I cannot afford to become a WoW addict. Like, never, ever again, at this point anyway.
Well, the thing is, for us now, time is currency.
Yeah.
For people like me and you, a creator who creates stuff, time is currency. And you can spend time furthering your brand, your stories, your thing, or you can waste money, waste time on escapisms.
Yeah.
That's actually a whole other fucking thing that we can talk about.
I was feeling that. Well, you know what? It's one of those ones. I feel like, so the two big things I'm going hard at the minute would be the gym and painting. Oh, do you want to see something I painted? Do you want to see this? It looks really good. Now, I'm just putting it out here. That is probably the best lust effect you're probably ever going to see in your life, Garbu. Just putting that out here. What do you see this shit? Look at that shit. Look at that lust.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, shit. Tell me that's not fucking outstanding.
Well, you did what? Well, remember, paint will bubble.
Yeah.
And it'll kind of like, see that it'll get that weird crusty effect going. And a lot of folks don't realize that's required in Rust, and you got it.
Yeah, well, I use texture, occlusion, texture paste, so I did on it to give it that sort of thing. But then I had to use like 5 different fucking types of Rust paint to create the effect almost. I think it came out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. You know, but no, I get what you said, especially with escapism. But again, I feel like escapism isn't bad if it's promoting a skill or something that enhances your quality of life. Yeah, I think there's a difference between escapism and a hobby. But again, a hobby can take over and then it can become escapism at the same time. Does that make any sense?
Like wargaming for me is my escape. Every Saturday, I go play war games. I just go away for a while.
But I think you need that, though. You need that to keep sane. Otherwise, you fucking lose your mind.
For sure.
You know, and I feel like this is really, especially for men. Women, I don't feel like really need hobbies half as much. They're happier enough just hanging out. Like, you know, they don't need to be doing stuff. But I think, especially for men need to be doing something Do you know? Like, think of like the average boomer that can't sit still. Like they fucking like, whether it be like mowing the grass or washing the car or just doing stupid stuff about the house. Like they just live for that sort of thing because they just can't sit still. You know, the thoughts. I can't sit alone in a room with my own thoughts for more than 5 minutes. You know, and
the thing is, you laugh, but the thing is that the most modern form of escapism is actually TikTok.
Yeah.
Think of like
doom scrolling.
You'll sit in your couch and doom scroll for 3 hours, just trying to like. And I don't know what it's about doom scrolling. Like honestly, I get why people do it, but I don't get why it grabs some people so fiercely.
Oh, it does. It really does. So, sadly for me, doom scrolling is actually part of my job now. Like genuinely, because I have to be on Facebook going down like the wee shorts or whatever, because I need to be looking at stuff for like adverts and stuff from the other things. Sadly, like it's got to be the worst part of it all. It's like, yeah, you still have to you have to like see what other people are doing. It's like, oh, how can I adapt that advert? How can I remix it? How can I change it? That sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a pain in the dick, but like, you know, I don't feel too bad doing it as long as I can keep it to like maybe like an hour a day, 2 hours a day. That's all right. And at least, like, you know, I feel like I'm the I don't, all the people that doom scroll, I feel like I'm the only person that makes money from doom scrolling, or at least product research, at least from doom scrolling. You know what I mean?
That's us trying to find trends.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's not far off. Right, let's. Will we go back down because delusionalism seeps into.
Yeah, tie them both in. Yeah.
Right, will we go?
So delusion. I love that there's a brownie sitting there in the middle.
Wait, whatever happened to brownies? Are they still alive?
They're still around, but there's no fresh content to fuel the bronies, so they're slowly degrading. So that's a fun thing about this quick little side off here about fandoms. If there's no new content to fuel a fandom, they'll slowly degrade over time. So basically, it's like a houseplant.
Yeah.
You know, if the houseplant doesn't get water, it's just gonna die. And like birds are still out there, but since there's no new content to fuel them and hype them up and keep them going, they're kind of fading away. They're kind of like what is it? That one of the older fandoms that came around the mid 2010s and kind of died out.
Oh, I have no idea.
They stopped doing cartoons.
Like Adventure Time or something.
Oh, no. A good example. Gravity Falls.
Oh, I don't know that one.
So Gravity Falls fans, they're slowly petering out. You know, there's no new content, no new hype. So the Gravity Falls fans were slowly dying out. But then they got that teaser for a new season or something, and then boom, they spike right back up. But yeah, so delusion, a path reserved for those who have been broken in ways no man should ever know. The mere thought of reality is enough to cause despair. The one on the left of the picture definitely fits the bill. A newer, prettier, more malleable reality replaces ours. A twisted invention from the man's mind to comfort his demons.
Yeah. Again, I could almost fall into that. Like, what things that I daydream about? I'm really into Warhammer Fantasy at the minute. I've been honestly flat out at a lot of the audiobooks. Although I must say, I'm actually not a fan of your boy. Was it Josh Reynolds? I can't remember how you say his name. Because I've done 3 of his books so far. Absolutely, I really hated his Godric and Felix book. I thought it was trash. And then he did. Actually, I'm quite enjoying Dark Harvest. It's actually pretty good. But I did the first of the End Times, and I was like, it's alright. Like, you know, it wasn't egregious so far. You know what? I feel like I never give the End Times a solid, fair go. So I feel like this is my time to like I know what happens, but I never actually went for the books. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like now's the time. I really have to just do it. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, you know, I feel like there's nothing wrong with daydreaming. I feel like there's nothing wrong with, you know, getting lost in a fantasy universe, you know, but, you know, there's a big difference between that and these examples that we have in front of us.
I mean, these are the two most egregious. The middle's a fandom delusion, all right? The left is a gender delusion, and the right is
a reality delusion with feminist. I'm going to assume some from feminist.
I assume.
Yeah, the world hates me. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like ugh. Anyway. We'll go with fuck, I can't say it.
Derealization.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The repeated disconnection from the foundations of reality have left the man wondering about his very place in it. The senses of self and identity vanish. He surrenders himself to an external or made-up process that carries him through an empty life, a human shell on rails. So that's from either losing the will to live, honestly, you're so ground down by your job, you don't know why you're here. Alcohol overconsumption, drug overconsumption, the fact you're trying things that aren't working, you're getting burnt out trying to remain happy. Derealization is... actually, I think the most common of everything on here.
I feel like I felt that definitely as a teenager. As a teenager, I definitely felt like, what was the point? It was like, what's the point in any of this? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like, especially for me, like I was terrible in school. Like, you know, I was terrible in school. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like I didn't do well in school, and it just felt like, what's the point? What's even the point of trying? Because no matter what you do, you're never gonna get anywhere anyway. So it's like, fuck this. And honestly, like I did feel like that, especially when it came to work, until I started like honestly doing YouTube, you know. And now from that, I you guys know, we don't even really do YouTube. I would say I'm like semi-retired. You know, I do lots of other things now, but I would never have attempted them, and you really don't know what you're capable of until you get that. It's like you go through the eye of the needle, and then everything just opens up to you. You almost need to be delusional. Garby, would you say that? Especially when it comes to like if you're doing anything online, you need to be fucking delusional. Otherwise, you're never going to do it. Like, you know, would you have believed if someone said to you, like, say, like 5 years ago, "Oh yeah, Garby, you're going to be like a weird niche internet personality"? It's like, really, is that how it's going to be? You know? But again, you don't know if you don't get into it.
I don't know about delusion, but it's definitely there should be a drive to it. Now, if delusion drives you to get to that point, then sure. But for the most part, people with escapism or delusions, they tend to lack drive because they're all coping. Escapism and delusions, they are coping mechanisms with reality. So I go to a veteran bar in town, and we always discuss this kind of stuff. You know, veteran philosophers who get drunk on fucking whiskey. But these are all coping mechanisms: alcohol, drugs, video games, bodybuilding, thinking you're a woman, bronies. That's all. It's all used as a mechanism to cope with your reality, because it's easier to cope with your reality than change your reality. So it's just it's a very complicated question that psychiatrists think to know the answer to, but it's simply a lack of will. Instead of changing your life, going to school, or learning a trade, it's easier to buy a bottle of Jack and then get drunk the entire week and then more or less numb the pain in your system.
Make it bearable.
Yeah, make it bearable. And that's all. And people are like, cope.
It is cope. It literally is. It literally is. There's no other way to put it.
People don't have the drive or the gumption to really go in and change what needs changed. But if you can go and buy a 10 milligram weed gummy, it's gonna make you feel better for at least a day, and it's a lot easier. Yeah. You simply pull out your debit card and you swipe it, and boom, you got a little packet of coke you can take and make the world seem a little less fucked up.
Yeah, it's hard to do what needs to be done. But again, I feel like I'm at that point where, for me anyway, it's like if you're mad to sit there and do. I feel like I've met so many people that have jobs that they fucking hate, but they're just at the point of it's not bad enough to actually do anything about it. Do you know? I think things have to get terrible before you actually do anything.
Well, it's like I don't want to be mean to people. I really don't. But some people just don't have what it takes.
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds mean. And we've discussed this at length for like 3 hours on end at the bar. But some people, they just lack what's required to push forward. It's why I feel like there's some kind of demarcation line between content creator and consumer. And I wish I had better. I wish I had better terms for these things. But basically, people who create the content and people who consume the content. And you think, well, why isn't everyone creating content? Because not everyone can will themselves to do it. Not everyone can.
I would say a lot of people
use
don't want to as well. You know what I mean? I think that's a tough one. I would say I don't know if I'd put it like that, but I get where you're going, but it's
Well, the thing is, don't want to fits. Like I don't want to. I feel more comfortable just consuming content, going to my job.
Better way to put it: the player versus DM.
Yeah,
that's on brand as well. So it is. You like that?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So if you're a DM, you're in a world full of players. Yeah, that's definitely I think it's a more apt analogy.
Yeah.
That like me and you, we're both DMs.
Yeah, I took that. Well, I changed so that it was one of those ones. It was also one of those ones. If I wanted to play the games that I wanted to play, I had to DM them. You know what I mean? Like it was pretty much it got to that point, and I was getting I was getting tired of 5e. You know what I mean? I was just getting really tired of 5e. And don't get me wrong, if one of my friends asked me, it's like, "Yo, do you want to play this game?" It's like, well, what system is it? It's 5e. It's like, what do you have in store? And it's like, well, you know, it's like, well, fuck it, I'll play it anyway. I'm not gonna turn you down exactly, but at the same time, I'm not. Are you sure you want to play 5e? Do you want to play anything else? Is there anything else on the cards? You know, is that the definitive answer? It's like, yeah, you know.
Well, I like my friends. I guess
I'm not gonna turn you down. I'm not that bad, you know. But yeah, okay, look, let's keep going. So we'll go back down to subjugation. Now, that one applied for both of them, but subjugation only applies for delusion. Do you want to go for it?
Subjugation. I can't be wrong. There's so many of us. For every
broken
man, there's a community, and this is actually a community reinforcing the delusion. Yeah.
Badly.
So I can't be wrong. There's too many of us. For every broken man, there's a community ready to absorb him and validate his misery. All at that point, things become much easier. Let others do the thinking. Individuality disappears into a nauseous amalgamation of warped views of the world. And honestly, this is going to sound very like, okay, but this is definitely the left in a hard nutshell.
Yeah.
Like just think about all the stuff we see from like the fucking Looney Tunes on Reddit or on Facebook or these fucking trans groups or whatever. Like I have trans fans and I wish nothing upon them. I just hope they ask me what I think about it because I don't lie to people.
Yeah, they're not going to get
the truth. Hey,
they're not going to get an answer that they like.
No, they're not. And like I love my fans. I love all my fans, no matter what they are. But I'm not going to lie to you. If you ask for my opinion, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try and powder your butthole and make you feel better. I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel, and you might not fucking like it. And I've lost readers because they're like, hey, so do you support trans folks?
No,
I don't.
Not interested.
I will allow you to live in your.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean? Like support trans folks? Like what is the concept of that?
So, in the current world, supporting trans folks means validating their delusion.
So just like playing along.
It's all about validation. You do you
play along?
A beautiful woman. No, I don't play along because that's not what
I know, but that's what
people
saying, just
so when it comes to subjugation, you know, it's basically you don't adhere to reality. You don't adhere to logic. You want to have someone else tell you are correct. Subjugation is joining a group that will automatically validate what you believe because you believe what they believe.
So, in other news, you upgraded from casual to Reddit moderator.
Yeah. Now, what some folks might not like is that subjugation does count towards religion. It really does.
Sadly.
Subjugation can technically be put to any religion. It is you joining a like-minded group so they can validate your beliefs. The thing is, though, when you think about it, like transism, liberalism, feminism, they all are in their own ways
modern religion.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing is, it's come to the point where they are protected, much like religions. If you go on, like, say you're, I don't know, the United Kingdom.
Yeah, it's Monday blasphemy.
Yeah. It's actually, that's a good term for it, modern blasphemy. If you don't reinforce this person's delusion, you are a bad person, you will be punished. Now, if you're being punished for not validating a delusion, that's a religion.
Yeah.
Like, people want to go back and forth. That is a religion. When you are punished publicly and judiciously for not validating a delusion. That is you going as a religion. It'd be like you being in Saudi Arabia and saying, you know what, I think, yada 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 about Islam, and you get fucking tarred and feathered and beaten with rocks. That's them subjugating you.
No, Shmala. Why would you say such a thing, Garbo? No, they're very welcoming.
Oh, Habibi, you're so wrong, all right?
What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, actually, while we're on religion, Garbo, what do you think about this American Pope then?
I couldn't give a fuck. I honestly do not fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Pope who gives a shit. You got a guy in a dress trying to direct Catholics. I don't care.
Oh, fucking heathen. I honestly have no idea. I haven't really looked into it properly, if I'd be honest with you, because some of the stuff that I've heard him say is like, that's pretty cool.
I will not reinforce your Catholic delusion.
No. Right, okay, let's keep going. So, back up to dualization. Point of no return, and enough.
Yep. For all intents and purposes, the death of a man through madness, suicide, or any damage beyond repair. His potential leaves our world never to bloom. Whatever could have been is now but a bitter memory. And that is unfortunately the final demarquee line of derealization, where you're so addled, you're so worn out by life that you can't do it anymore. And it's why in the States, I think nearly all of our gun crime is probably death by suicide.
Yeah, overwhelmingly. There's a lot of it.
Because, to be fair, a lot of guys, they just don't, they can't dig themselves out. Like, it sucks, and it's fucking awful, but that's just part of the reality where... Think about, like, back in the 1950s.
Is it getting worse, do you think?
Really...
Like, is it...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, how
it's getting a lot.
How worse is it from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40, would you say?
Think about the 1990s.
Yeah.
There was no end. There were only beginnings. And if you're really fucked up, you if you're really fucked up and kind of bit the goose on it, it's just... there's still a way out, because there's still is a time of beginnings. Think about all the way back in let's go 1700s. You can at least be a farmer.
Yeah.
You can go be a sailor. You go find something to do. Now,
purpose.
Current time,
you can see.
You find, thank you.
You can see the fruits of your labor. Anything like you didn't work in a pointless cubicle that had no meaning, and you couldn't see the effects. Like if you're a farmer, you literally see the effects. If you're a sailor, you get to see the world. There's so many things. Your direct job interacts directly with you. You're not a cog in the machine, if it were.
Yeah, but now, like in modern times, 24, 25, you've worked 10 years at your Starbucks job, or at Panera Bread, or in an Amazon warehouse, and you're on this treadmill, but the treadmill never slows down for you to rest.
I could not imagine see the thought of working in an Amazon warehouse for 10 years. That sounds like hell to me, genuinely.
Yeah. And what is a modern human to do? You're constantly working. You're killing yourself to make ends meet.
The internet exists. The internet is a thing now, and if you wanna learn how to make money online, at the very least, there's meme coins. Well,
the thing is, James, that's hard. What we do is hard. What do you do? What others do? It is hard.
It's hard to get into. It is hard to get into. I do think it is definitely hard to get into, but I don't think it's I do feel like most people, if they dedicated their mind or energy, like my main job at the minute, I believe to attempt it, you only need I know this. Well, it's not a ridiculous amount of money, but to start up any form of business online, I think you could honestly set up a successful business for £600-700. Now that's if it works out first time around. Do you know what I mean? But again, second to third time attempts will be a little bit cheaper because you've already laid a lot of the groundwork.
So James, you're not taking in the fear of risk.
Yeah.
You go work at Panera with no risk.
Yeah, that's true. The money's going to show up in your bank account.
You serve pastries, you make the coffee, and you go home. With what we do, if me and you have one bad month,
we're fucking done for. Yeah, that's true. No one's come to save me, sadly. No one.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're out on the ledge, trying to do something different. If you fuck up, or if that fucking ship doesn't launch, you're stuck on the shore and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of these people that I've talked to, they're able to I pulled quite a few out of suicide. I have a little like open hotline people call me on, and like a lot of the guys, they just don't know what to do. They truly do not know what to do because they're locked in this vicious cycle of escapism and then working these jobs that constantly derealize them. So they're caught in this vicious treadmill cycle and they can't break out of it, and they don't know what to do because no one's taught them or shown them what to do. You know, and right now the modern world will chew you up and spit you the fuck out until you like live on the fucking road in a fucking like tent.
Oh, well, that's what we're doing. So if you're going through hell, keep going. It was Victor did in Europe the other day, and genuinely, that's all you can do. That's the only thing you can do, because if you curl up and die, you're gonna fucking die. You know what I mean? Like that's my view on the matter. You know, sadly, and like it would be easy. It would be easy to just give up, but like that's just not an option. You know, it's just not an option. And like, you know, I got kids now, so it's definitely not an option.
So like to explain what I mean by people like just want like I'm done, I don't want any more. Like murders have gone down quite a bit. We had a slight spike in 92 and 2020, but suicides have only climbed.
Oh yeah.
So like let's see,
well, things have gotten
2021
worse.
Murders were 17,000 in 2023. Suicides were 27,000. Like it's just like it like people go, I'm done, I can't do this, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to leave. So they leave because they get caught on this endless treadmill. You know, honestly, like this chart kind of hurts because I've seen these people live on air go from escapism to derealization to the end, like
very quickly.
In a week.
Yeah,
it's so quick. Where like I'm sitting there and I'm trying to help them, trying to coach. Like, hey, you need to go for a walk, go outside. You need to get away from this thing.
Do you think it's the internet?
And they just
do you think the internet like melts people's brains, and a lot of people just are not cut out for it?
Absolutely, it literally fries your fucking brain. Like I believe the internet is a great tool. But it's abused so easily, and it sucks people in.
Let me think. What would be a good analogy for it? It's like I was going to say it's like
it's like heroin, if you ask me. Like you sit for 4 hours on your couch after work and you doom scroll through TikTok, seeing all these people who are fucking people over, but they're and I do quote here, making it. They're out there making content, doing what they love, making pennies on the 3,000 views. You know, and people will scroll, and you're constantly pushed onto your feed with all these successful people doing stuff. Like, oh, this guy got hundreds of likes, this guy got 10,000 likes, and it always happens. Well, you know what? I want to do that. Yeah. So they try TikTok or they try YouTube and
start doing the wee
for a month.
Start
they get, like, well, but the thing is, like, they do that for a month and they get like maybe 10 views, 30 views, and unfortunately, they constitute their worth to that. And I hate how people are attaching their worth to these stupid monikers of
I got some
like.
So I got something for you. This fella, he's in our server, so he's on the Unhinged, and he started a YouTube channel, and he does music, and he only started 3 months ago, and his stuff's really fucking good. So I'm gonna put him on here because I've been wanting to talk about him for ages, but I haven't had the chance. I haven't had, like, he's one of those, like, I've just never had the opportunity. Like something like this hasn't came up. But again, like, you know, I'm just gonna put him on here. So if you guys are interested, Bluegrass Martian, right? And he's actually like, if you're interested in this type of music, let me hear what you think. Or I don't know if you like this type of music though.
Well, bluegrass? That's fine.
It's a little behind on my upload schedule. It's been just over 2 weeks,
nice.
15 days since my last upload.
What's up next? Fucking Osgond, right? Please don't look at what I watch on YouTube, guys.
Time and energy to get my practice in.
Right, here we go. He's actually really good.
I've been hanging out of town, loading in that low-down rate. Watching Good Time Charlie Brown is driving me insane.
Now I'm just saying, if you fucking copyright strike me, man, for playing your fucking music, I will never forgive you. I will never.
Take this dick, you son of a bitch!
Up on shady Charlotte Street, all the green lights look red. Wishing I was on the farm, loading in my feather bed.
But I think it's really good. Like, honestly, it's really good. Like, it's got less than fucking 50 views, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly.
But people equate their worth to views,
Yeah, they do.
likes or shares, and it is a vicious trap. Now, also, I want to compare you being online every day, doing stuff. You're on your couch doom scrolling, but think about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like in your DMs, like people forget how much people need to do this kind of goofy shit with other people and go outside and just be. So go play the video.
What one is it you want? Which video?
Discord.
Oh, Discord. Oh, right. Sorry. Boo, 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 boo. Do. Farms video. Is this going to get us in trouble, Garbro?
No,
Alright.
just play it.
I mean, sometimes you got to do that. It's in the monkey brain, man. Just putting it out there.
Well, the thing is, people laugh, but this kind of thing is actually very important just to feel engaged,
Yeah.
to feel grounded in reality. Just go and do silly shit out in the woods and throw rocks with other people. That physical touch is being slowly eroded.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disassociating people from reality. They're not going out.
Yeah.
A lot of us grew up, a lot of us grew up in the 90s. We had our friends out with other boys every day until in high school. But like modern people,
Yeah.
kids who are born in fucking 2010 are now 15 years old, and their suicide rate is extremely high because they're not going.
The idea
outside.
of the play date. Do you know what I mean? Like, kids, they don't really get that. It's organized play. It's the parents organize when they can play together. Is where he's back for us.
See,
We can just I'm going to Billy's house up the road. Do you know what I mean?
I remember trying to get trying to do birthday parties for my stepdaughter when she was younger, and two kids would show up. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are these kids at? We would go out. We rent we rent out a place at our roller rink or whatever we're doing. And she would talk to 30, 40, 50 kids, and two would show up. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are these kids at? Because they just don't want. I don't know what the issue is. They don't want to go outside, or they don't want to go with their computer or some shit. I don't.
Yeah, it's just different time, different place. Right, let's keep going. So that's enough of the end. Now we're on to introspection. Right,
It's on me to change.
Yeah.
The most arduous path of all, as it requires a broken man to voluntarily burden himself with responsibility. He understands that the key is within himself, but only truth and sincere effort will provide him with meaning. The difficulty of this task often sends him on a different route.
Sadly, yeah. I feel this one more than anything.
That is the exception of reality,
Yeah.
for sure. Where am I? How did I get here? How can I change?
And it's only gonna come from you. I feel this is one of the problems I feel with skill, especially. It removes people's ability to do these sort of things. It's sit there, shut up, do whatever. You know what I mean, for 8 hours a day. And it seems like a lot of jobs. The idea of thinking isn't really a good thing in a lot of jobs, and it's probably not a good thing in school. You shouldn't think that's not for you. You're not part of the class. You know what I mean? You're the peasantry freedom. I always love going back to this, especially when it comes to the internet. I consider the internet is the printing press 2.0, and I really do feel like what we're going through today is the Protestant Reformation's all over again. I really do. I really feel that in my heart. And the idea of giving everyone access to information, because you have to feel bad for boomers to a certain extent. They were stuck with their propaganda, and don't get me wrong, we've got propaganda as well, but it's just different. It's very different. It's a lot more subtle almost, our propaganda, but it still exists. But boomers, they didn't stand a chance. You know what I mean? They really didn't. No, they did. Did they really? It's even they have what was? Wait, hold on. No, let me see if I can find this one. I've got one for you, Garpo, but I don't know if I'm gonna I don't know if it's gonna. Let me see, search. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this or not. It was a. I took a screenshot. It was something I saw on Facebook the other day. It was actually a wee while back. Oh, here we go. Right, so Garbu, I saw this, right? A non-Lord of the Rings character that could resist the One Ring. You ready for this, Garbu? Who would you say before we go? Is there anyone you would throw in the ring?
Some asshole's gonna say Tom Bombadil.
No, it's worse than this. I really want to hear your reaction.
If you ask me, Zelensky would definitely. Would you? Is a.
Outstanding. I love you. Thank you. Congratulations. You win the internet. Best comment. Do you like that one, Garbu? I knew you'd really.
Oh, like shit.
I knew you would love that. I think you would really appreciate that one.
Yay.
Yeah. So,
But yeah.
Introspection. Yeah, honestly, the change only comes from within. Genuinely, no one can tell you. I feel like this is why people. I feel like, especially like the manosphere sort of stuff, has really taken off. Because it's almost like doing it for you. Think like the David Goggins types where they just scream at you to get stuff done. And I feel like some people do need that. Some people do need a couple of hours to get stuff done. But change will only come from within yourself, like realistically. You know,
You can provide the. See, you can provide the impetus, but you can't make them.
Yeah, well, you can take the horse to the border, but you can't make them drink it. You know, that'd be my view on it. But I can see why a lot of the manosphere sort of stuff has really taken off in the last couple of years. Like, it's been about, like, manosphere has always been there, like, as far back on the internet as I remember, but it was super fringe, like, really fringe. Like, it was something that really just was not talked about, like, it wasn't seen. But now it's like,
Well, first of all, the manosphere is being called misogynistic because it's not a place. Because the removal and degradation of men-only spaces has done no good for men entirely. Because basically, people try and paint the manosphere as male victimhood or like male supremacy or anti-feminism. Having a male or female only is not bad for either. It's simply that's a space that's your own, for your own gender, and it's not bad for either gender. You know, but thing is that's going to not empower, but like
back up to radicalization or reinforcement. Well, like it's like they're two sides of they're very, very similar but different at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a tightrope. It's a tightrope. I think that's a good way to put it. So we'll keep going. So self-improvement, no tricks, no shortcuts, no stone left unturned. Weaknesses are tackled, opportunities are assessed, a plan is made. Discipline becomes the backbone of progress. I don't really like the word discipline, if I'm honest with you, but I'll talk about that after. Progress, and the man develops a taste for self-reliance as his skills improve. So does his confidence. And again, that's where I'm talking about you have to be delusional. You'd be mad to think, because I know a lot of people that have gotten into doing like selling and doing the type of stuff that I do, and they have started making insane amounts of money, like money that if I was to tell you, Garbu, how much money one of my friends make, like an IRL friend of mine, and he only started doing this like 2 years ago, you would say, James, that's bullshit. That is ridiculous. There's no way. It's ridiculous. It is insane how much money he's made in just a couple of years. But again, you have to be a bit delusional to start to think that that's even possible. It's like, that doesn't happen. I'm not going to fucking make that much money. There's no way I could possibly... I could never do that. I could never do that. No one's going to care. No one's going to be interested. And I think that's what pits people off. And I think you just got to put yourself out there and try it. And before you know it, like, is it going to work out? Probably not. No, a lot of things you're going to do. See, this is what I love about the gym, though, as well. Gym is a direct correlation between effort and output. Do you know what I mean? If you put in more effort in the gym, you're going to get a bigger output. If you put in a bigger effort in life, there's no guarantee you're going to get an output. You know, Garber, how many things have you worked on and you've seen zero successful?
It's going to sound conceited, but I haven't
really.
I don't. Well, I know some have more success than others, but like everything I've done has caught fire somewhat. Some stuff has caught fire a little less than others, but like the only time I didn't have actual success was in like the civilian sector, like private sector, like basically like working for other people.
Yeah.
But like that may just me be fucking falling through the fucking cracks in multiple places. But like I hate how it sounds. Like I haven't really actually failed. I've simply changed from one thing to another and grown with the changes. But like I don't know what caused that or what made that happen. It's just something that happened. And I'm sure my time is coming. I'm gonna get humbled eventually and get my fucking dick kicked in. But it's like it hasn't really happened. I haven't really failed yet.
I don't know. What are those ones? It's
I guess 3D printing didn't go off as fucking well as I thought.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's hard to. I have done a lot of stuff that hasn't worked out, but I feel like you just got to keep. Like I would say, I have done in the past 3 years. I've attempted, I think, 10 different business ventures, and out of them 10, I would say 3 or 4 of them have worked out, and I've seen like moderate success. Like moderate successes in I've made at least 3x the money that I've put in to what I've got back out, and I'm still able to like make anything from. Does that make any sense? And I've definitely thrown money at projects and time and energy which would have been better suited doing almost anything else. But again, were they really wasted because it's worth doing these things? Like, you know, oh, you learn from your mistakes, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but you kind of gotta you gotta fall over sometimes. You know, you gotta do that. And
that's the scary part of bettering oneself, is the risk of flying on your face and, you know, fucking cranking your neck.
What's the worst thing that happened? She says no, she fucking laughs, man.
or she goes, ew.
Oh god, oh, do you know? Oh please God, no. But yeah, you get what I mean. Like, let's keep going, will we? So self-improvement, harmony. The fire within has consolidated into a balanced and steady way of life. The man's success is ripples inside and out, inspiring and bettering every circle he is a part of. He understands his nature and acts in accordance with it, resolute in his ambition, in control of his impulses. He dares to love and is loved back. I probably haven't hit that point personally yet, in some regards, because like I feel like I feel like I'm always stuck having to worry about stuff. You know what I mean? I haven't reached a point where I don't think I'm not going to be able to reach a point where I don't have to worry about money until I get an American fridge freezer. That's my dream in life, Garb. I don't know if I've told you that, but American fridge freezer. Like, I really want one. You wouldn't get it, Garb.
You what?
An American fridge freezer.
Oh.
You know, I mean, you got no idea. Yeah, well, you like, honestly, Americans are spoiled. Like, you see the size of them. Like, they're mad, and they're really there over here. Like, that's my idea of like winning in life. Although my actual concept of winning in life to me is whenever you go and do the weekly shop and you don't look at the labels, you don't look at prices of anything. You know, you just go in and you get your weekly shop and you don't think about it. You know what I mean? It's like, say if you want to eat steaks every night of the week, you can get steaks every night of the week, and you don't really care. You know, that's my idea of like winning in life anyway, when it comes to finances. You know, what would you say, Garber?
The definition of winning. For me, my first time I felt like I was winning was when I had a second fridge put in the garage.
Oh no, I need to get my one's fucked.
Like, it sounds dumb, but I was like, man, I have 2 refrigerators. I can put them old in the garage. This is awesome, you know. Or like when I realized that when something broke in my car, I could just get it fixed or go buy the parts the same day and fix it.
Oh, that's fucking, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. See when a car breaks down and you've actually got money to get it fixed, and it doesn't cause you physical pain paying for it. Oh, that is beautiful. That's actually, yeah. No, I replace my one. That's my one. I'm stealing that one from you, Garbu. That is my idea of winning. And it doesn't take much to be winning in life, though. Like, it really doesn't. It doesn't take much to be content. You know.
Like, I think the biggest thing recently is that I have enough money coming in to where I can take my wife and stepdaughter out for breakfast every Monday. We go have breakfast together, because for the longest while, me and the wife used to work jobs where we rarely saw each other. The same day. And now with what she's doing, what I'm doing, we have the time and money to have, you know, like a Monday morning breakfast thing where we go out and we have breakfast together. Like, and honestly, it's funny how that little routine can really help ground you and make you like happier because you have this one thing you do every certain. Like me, it's Saturday and Monday. Saturday, I go wargaming. Monday, I have breakfast. And those two things are like a grounding source of success to me. You know, like some days you get like, no, you know, we had a fucking like I had to go. I had to. It was Mother's Day, so we went and bought like a lot of gifts for the wife, and I thought, hey, we can't do, you know, Monday breakfast because I bought you all these gifts. And God, it's fine, but still, I can go and like splurge on my wife and buy her things that I couldn't buy her when we were poor as shit, living in, you know, the bad side of town in Tulsa. You know, it's just I don't know. But people see success in different ways. Like some guy might be. His success is I can buy all the weed I want.
Success is what colors you Bugatti?
Yeah. Which is more of a bad.
Yeah, it is.
But the thing is, I am in the current path of like I can help them because I have the time to. I can afford an editor now. I can go, hey, you edit this video, put these guys in, and I have more time. Like my latest attempt to help folks was my Go Fucking Write video. Like, hey, go fucking write. Because, like, if I had known how much I enjoyed writing, I would have been writing since 2010.
Yeah.
Or even sooner. Like in my mind, I am 10 years. In my mind, I am 15 years behind where I could be if I had known how much I loved writing. But all that time ago, I couldn't write because I was in the Army. I was doing private security. I was doing bodyguard
you didn't have
work. I had no. Yeah, I had no time to write.
And that's the problem, I think, with it all. Like,
well, the thing is, I got into this because of you. Because I was like, you know what? I want to try and do something different. I'm not feeling fulfilled in my work. I'm going to try to do something different. And you, narrator, didn't you?
Yeah. But like, you know, it's one of those ones. It's I think things fall into place. You know, have you ever watched the movie? Have you ever seen the movie Garbrew, Mr. Nobody? Have you ever seen it?
Mr. Nobody.
Oh, mate, you need to go watch it. Well, I'm going to put the trailer on Slam. Hold on, let me open up a new thingy tab.
Like people always think like I fucking glaze you, but it's true because like these things wouldn't have happened if I hadn't found you and done those early stories like Stranded in Fantasy.
Yeah. Here. Oh, I'll cut this out here. Alright, that's here. Honestly, it's got Jared now. Honestly, complete movie. I'm just gonna play. So yeah, pretty much the movie like goes through this fella's life, and it's about the possibilities of what could have been and what happened and all those sort of things. And I really think about this movie a lot. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite movies ever. And it's kind of like, what would have happened if I didn't do X at this specific time? Do you know what I mean? And I think, honestly, for me personally, I don't think my life... I think I'm in the best timeline. For me personally, I don't think there's any... Like, don't get me wrong, do I have some regrets? Yeah. Is there things I could have done better? Yeah. Is there some things I would have rather not done? Yeah. But overall, I mean, I think it's worked. You know what I mean? I don't think I could have made things better. You know, what would you say, Garb? Were you in your ultimate timeline?
This dips into philosophy of reality to where I don't believe any life is really wasted as long as you're trying to.
There's definitely a lot of lives wasted. A lot of lives are wasted. Like sadly, like too many.
No, I'm not saying they aren't, but say you try and you try and you try and you're always feeling, but at least you're always trying. I wouldn't say your life is wasted because you tried. Yeah. You tried as hard as you could. You know. If you're one of those guys out there who are scrapping and biting and clawing every chance you get at life trying to get somewhere, your life's not wasted because at least you're trying.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm doing. I'm fucking trying to bite onto anything I can. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you have to seize any opportunity that is in front of you and make the most of it and really just try. You know, I feel like this turned into our Hold Core video for the year. I quite like this. I feel like I needed some from a palate cleanser. I know this is going to sound like, it's like, but James, but Garbo, I'm not like this. I can't do this. Yes, you can. You're just being a bitch boy about it. I'm gonna give you my Ryan Goggins impersonate. It's like, yes, now you go now, Martha. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. What would you say, Garbo? Where do you want to go with this? I'm going to need to finish up in the next 10 minutes. So
it's just one of those things where, you know, like, me you can wash and wax on philosophy all the time, but as long as you know, everyone starts out in a shell job. You know, you're young, you don't know what you're doing, and you gotta figure your way out through life. You have your first little job where you're working at a gas station, or you're a waiter. Like me, I was a waiter for so many fucking years. But as long as you're always trying to elevate yourself in some way, you're not wasting your life. Don't get caught in delusions. Don't get caught in escapism, because they go hand in hand. Delusions and escapism are kind of the same thing, where you get caught in these comforts. Comforts are going to be the most diabolical thing.
Oh yeah.
That can grab on
you get lazy.
You know, like you get, you know, comforts make you lazy.
Yeah.
Getting lazy makes you complacent. And soon you're a cog stuck in the fucking machine. And you'll be that way until either you die or you or you say, this is enough, I don't want to be here anymore.
And that's not saying that you have to be like self-employed. Like, you know, you can, but it's different between working for a good company that you enjoy working for and a fucking dog shit company. Do you know what I mean? And vice versa. Like, you know, you could say you want to, if you really enjoy working at McDonald's, fucking more power to you. We need people that work at McDonald's, not everyone. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we need McDonald's managers. Just putting that out there. But for most people, it's not something that they want in life.
But like, say you're stuck in one of these jobs, you know, you're like, well, I'm not skilled enough to do this, or I don't want to, yada yada. At least find something else you can excel in that's meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, don't be like I work at McDonald's and I'm a master of fucking shibari knot tire. That's not going to do a lot for you. Try and find something where you can excel and let yourself show through. Like, for me, it's either miniature painting or writing or drawing or like my fucking gun work, riflery, pistolry. You can go with like things. Find something you can make.
Find something that makes you happy. Something that makes you happy that improves the life, your life, and the people around you.
But if you're an awesome basket weaver, you can still make a fucking lot of money weaving baskets.
You make a lot of fucking money. Hey, I'm telling you, right now, see Etsy. Right, hold up. Right, you know what?
Etsy.
Let me see. Let me open up a new tab here. 1 second, guys. Like Etsy. Wait, there's mad money being made on fucking Etsy these days. Let me see. 1 second. Right. Oh, here we go. Right. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Yeah. Here you go. Look at this. Fucking. They're £200. What's that in thingy for a basket? $179. To USD.
It'd be about $238
for a fucking basket, man. You know,
it's artisanal handmade basket.
How many have they sold? The store has over 200 reviews. Right, hold up. Let's go on their channel or in their thingy. Made over 1,000 sales. Jesus. Like
there are guys who, while they're working their desk jobs, they're braiding whips.
Mate,
like,
so 1,000 times 100. What's that again? Is that 100,000? That is 100. Has this person made over 100,000 by selling fucking weaving baskets?
Like, there's always a pathway to bettering yourself or finding something that you can do that others don't want to. Crochet, knitting, basket weaving, whip weaving,
and you don't even have to sell it.
Keychain.
You don't even have to sell it, even if it just makes you happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like think of like think about what humans did back in the day. We were leather workers, we were carpenters, we were farmers. We made things with our hands. If your hands are super idle, you're not really doing what humans were made to do. Like James does models and he does all this other, like me, I write. We use our hands. A good example would be, you know, everyone was talking about that for a while, the whole 100 men versus one gorilla argument. The fact of the matter is, we're humans and we use fucking tools, right? And that fucking gorilla is getting fucking... He's getting echoed by something like this. I'm gonna put in exactly what happens to the fucking gorilla. Is they gone up against maybe 10 of these fuckers right here, and that's what happens to the fucking gorilla. You know?
Eat rock, bitch.
Like and that's what fucking happens to the gorilla. I don't care. I'm sick of this argument of, and you know what? Who's a fucking dying species? Gorillas. Who the fuck's conquered the entire world and has got and lives on every fucking environment known to man? Humans. I don't know what to tell you, but that gorilla is a bitch. All right. I'm just putting it out there, guys, and I'm sick of pretending otherwise. I've seen so many people like, oh no, don't get me wrong. That gorilla, if 100 men unarmed. And like they're all office workers, that girl is winning every single day of the week. But that's not who humans are. And I'm telling you right now, at least one of them 100 guys is going to get into a fucking car. At least, even like a wee cuck wagon is going to fucking fuck up a gorilla. You know what I mean? If you drive into a gorilla going like 50 mile an hour, you're going to fucking stay up. And that's not even fast. Now, you know, what would you say, Garber? I don't know, the indomitable human spirit.
Well, like, people forget, if you have 100 humans with sharpened sticks, that gorilla's not gonna last, dude.
No. Don't get me wrong, if the gorilla grabs onto you, you're fucked. Like, if that gorilla hold...
Dude, hold on. 100 humans with sharpened sticks and a phalanx, he's done. Alright, the gorilla is done.
Not even close. Not even close. You're killing... You...
not
like, I don't even... Like, see if, like, a well-trained, like... It's not even... You don't even get a scratch. The gorilla's fucked. The gorilla just does not stand a chance in the slightest. Like, you know, and it's not it. I don't know, I'm kind of sick of this argument because I keep seeing people go on and on about it. And I've been wanting to try and do a video talking about it, but it's just so fucking annoying. Seeing this, like, humans are crap. Like, again, do you think that's why we're so appealed by dwarves? Like, there's something about dwarves that just really appeals to humans.
Really, working with your hands, creating things, being masters of their hobbies and their skills, working together and fortifying themselves in the deep halls of darkness where nothing falls by it. Yeah, Drew, wonder why they're fucking rugby.
Yeah, there's a wonder. Yeah. Anyway, look, I think this is where we're probably gonna have to wrap up. Hopefully this wasn't gay. It was kind of gay, but like I hope, and it was kind of like. It's not what we normally do, but I think Hold Court is important. And I really do hope you guys, if you get the chance, watch that movie, Mr. Nobody, because it's a great movie. Like, genuinely. I'm going to end the video by putting on some Bluegrass Martian stuff, because I think his stuff's really good. Like, genuinely. I'd really recommend going over to his channel and checking it out, because, you know, I always like to see that. You know, it's important to these sort of things. Even if no one's really watching or no one's really interested, I think it's good for the spirit and mind to be doing these things regardless, if that makes any sense. You know? Like, Garber, even if you had no success, if no one was interested in your stories, would you still like them? I would say yeah. I tell folks all the time, as long as I have one person reading these things, I will always write them. I would agree with that.
Because I had to start out with the idea, I want to make money, or I'm going to be J.K. Rowling. My thought was, I want to take folks on an adventure. That was my only goal. Show you the world. Was it. If you remember, I got the itch after I got halfway through our discarded Choose Your Adventure thing, where I was writing that story out. I was like, this is kind of fun. So
I think you also got pissed off with the FAMAS in thingy. What do you call that one? In Stranded in Fantasy.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember you were specifically annoyed about that, and I can't. Well, why were you annoyed about the magic missile shaped FAMAS? Or it was like an airgun. It was like a. I can't remember what it was. It was a. It was like an airsoft gun, but it would have been enchanted in some way. For magic missile.
Honestly, I couldn't fucking tell.
It's been that long.
Couldn't tell you. It's been a long time. I think we did that 2017?
No, it'd be 22.
Stranded.
I don't know if the original's still up, because I think I compiled it all into one big video. 3 years? Fuck, it feels longer than that.
So 3 years for the compilation. But I know that I was using my old microphone that I bought in 20. Well, I tell you exactly about my fucking Amazon purchase list. Hold on. But like I told myself, you know, as long as I have one person who reads these and enjoys them, I will write them until I die. That's what I told myself, you know, and you know, but that's a piece that's a piece I made with, you know, like I told myself, you know, as long as one person buys these things, I will always
keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in it for the fucking money. Because I'm not going to make money doing this stuff. You know, I told myself you will never be J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
You will never own a castle. But okay. So 2017.
2017. Jesus fuck. Was it long ago?
But yep, 2017. But I told myself, as long as one person writes them, and someone reads it and says, "Man, that was a nice diversion from my workday," or if it makes their workday go by just a little bit faster, I'm content.
Yeah.
As long as I take one person on an adventure and I take them somewhere else as an escapism for a little bit while they're working, that's good enough for me.
So one thing that I'm actually started, well, I haven't actually started it yet because I need to get a better setup. But I thought I would do this as a bit of fun because, so I used to be like, I painted for years, so I painted like almost every day from 2013, 14 right up until I think 2017. I think I painted almost every day. Absolutely love painting. And one thing that I wish I always done was I wish I'd taken more photos of my models. Like, I've got tons and tons of stuff still in my mum's house in the attic, but I end up selling like a load of armies like over the time. Like I sold a Nurgle army, I sold a Death Corps of Krieg army, I sold a Kakardon army, and I sold, I can't remember. Oh, I sold a skeleton army, so I did. And I couldn't even tell you. I've sold tons and tons of different armies over the years because I just played them for a wee bit and I wasn't really all that into them. But I never like took it and like serious amounts of photos. So I've made an Instagram account called James Workshop NI, and I still haven't posted anything to it. I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I haven't, but I just want somewhere to like have a collection of what I'm actually working on. Do you know what I mean? Because I really wish I had taken more photos of what I had done, So again, this is more like, I'm not like planning on like, oh no, this is James's next big thing. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, James is gonna win a golden demon. It's like far from it. You know what I mean? Fuck me. I'm adequate. I'm mid at best, for God's sake. Well, I will say that Lust Effect, man.
People should not do things to be famous. They should do things, and say become famous along the way, then that's simply a bonus.
Yeah.
You should never plan like, I'm going to become world famous for yada yada. Don't do that, because you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if you don't get famous, then you're going to like, why am I doing this? And you're going to lose the fulfillment it should be giving you by doing these things.
Quite literally this. Yeah,
oh yeah,
something like that. So
I just think
it's neat. Yeah, do things that you just want to do. Do something that you want to try out. Do something that, like, just makes you happy. Yeah.
Find something that makes you happy. Yeah, find something that makes you happy when you do it. And you know what? Say you put it out there and you catch fire and you outpace me and James.
Good.
I want you to
good.
Done a good job.
It's
like people forget like that, like say Homeboy, he starts doing music and he takes off. He's now bigger than both of us. If you look over your shoulder at us, we'll be clapping our hands, cheering you on, bro.
You want that?
It's not a competition.
It's a very. I think a lot of people get mixed up in that. Oh, if you're doing well, then it makes me look bad. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of jealousy and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think a lot of people just don't really understand it. You know what I mean? But I think that's again a bitterness from. There's a lot of people that have never seen any form of success in their life.
Well, think about it. Life has been turned into a popularity contest.
Yeah, especially with Facebook and stuff like that. Social media. How many likes and how many reactions you get is an indicator of your worth as a human.
Remember, because I said before, people are measuring their life's worth by likes and clicks and views.
Fuck, if I did that for this channel, I'd be fucking depressed, man. I'd be fucking depressed. Fuck, that would. And the thing is, like, years ago, like, see, back in, like, a few years back, whenever YouTube was my main job, like, it would get me depressed, like, looking at the views and stuff if I had a bad month. Now, it's like, the best thing I ever did. The best thing I ever did was start to do YouTube, and the other best thing I ever did was start other things, so I didn't do YouTube as a job, if that made any sense.
Diversifying.
Yeah. I really am at the point where I just do this just for fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's really not much else, and also it lets me do things like the deck of many triggers and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
My deck of many triggers,
which is coming very soon, guys, because I put the deposit down, so that's something. Right. I think that's where we're going to have to finish up for the day. It's 5:30, and Ozzy and Sid will be coming back from my mum's very soon. So I need to get some other things sorted out. And let's see, how's my tank coming along? Will we check out my tank? Let's see, Garbo, is it any good? Oh, it looks like... Now, I will say the camera's dog shit. Look at the frame rate on that. Well, that doesn't look too bad.
I guess your tank is on track.
All right, okay. Look, do you have anything you want to show before we go? Anything at all? You know what I'm going to show?
I'm working on iron.
Buy a Bamboo Labs printer, get one, and Bamboo, if you're watching this, please send me free fucking filament.
Tell the Neckbeardia.
Tell Neckbeardia said, yeah, give me some fucking filament, because I need filament. And also, if you could, I would really like the AMS Lite attachment for the printer, because I never bothered getting it, because I kind of thought it was a bit of a gimmick printing in like multiple colours and all, but I think Ozzy would really, really enjoy it. So if you guys could give me like a blue, a yellow, a black, and a white, and then I could print Ozzy out some minions, that would be really sweet. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are the OGs. Please send me stuff. Please. Also, if anyone watching, if you guys want to DM me the front and back of your credit cards, that would actually be a great success. Like, see all this subscribing business? You don't need it.
You're not redeemed.
But you know what? Actually, Garbu, sorry, I'm doing one last thing. This, I promise you one last thing. Let me show you this. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
If you are European, you're never gonna look like a South Asian.
You ready for this?
If you are European, you're never gonna look like a South Asian. Let me tell you why. Europeans typically have a taller, bigger structure, and this can be harder to fill out with muscle, whereas South Asians, on the other hand, they have a smaller structure, so you're gonna be able to build muscle a lot faster and fill out your frame. In addition, South Asians have a darker skin complexion, which is also gonna be an advantage because typically the darker you are, the more ripped you look. For example, this is why bodybuilders get tans when they compete on stage.
And I just want to put out there, if you're European, you're never going to look like a South Asian. That got me.
I fucking can't believe that Neckbeardia's wife just...
You know, while we're at it, can we just post some videos of like Indian Air Force? No, do not redeem. I fucking love them videos, man. I'm fucking living for them. They are some of the funniest.
Watching street shitters and hand wipers going like aerial dogfighting.
I've been living for it. Hold on, let me just get it up here. One last one before we leave the video.
What? One last trip to Flavor.
One last before... actually... Well, we got that one there, Garbo, I just sent you. There we go. So, as we can see here, India is also... Pakistan is sending out there. Fuck. I couldn't help it, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then real footage of Indian Pound getting shot down by Pakistan.
Oh, wait, man, no!
Do not redeem! Right, okay, guys, I'm sorry, I couldn't...
do that!
Mate, that one video fucking destroyed 1 billion people, over 1 billion. Right, how many people live in India? Like 1.5 billion? Ruined the reputations for every single one of them, that one video. Like, that's what happens when you remove a poo. You guys thought a poo was Elisa's caricature. Man was a hard-working man. He worked hard for his family, and you just decided, no, we can't have a poo. Well, you know what? We're going to have... Let's replace a poo with possibly the worst stereotype you could possibly imagine. There you guys go. And there we go. There's Megan.
What's funny is how there's been
let me answer this 1 second.
I'll be good. No. Go take care of your wife and your kid.
Megan's already away, so she is. But anyway, what were you going to say?
I fucking forget what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how there's like a record number of like low fucking cold calling and like scam calls going on.
Oh fuck yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, I saw that actually. That was pretty funny, not gonna lie. Anyway, look, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys think about this video and like. You know, if you are not happy with where you are right now, no one's going to be able to fix it for you. You know what I mean? No one can fix it for you. You got to work that out yourself. You know what I mean? And anything that may apply to me, probably isn't going to apply to you. You know what I mean? We're different people, but the only thing you can do is try. You know what I mean? Just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. You know, and you do this with any aspect in life. You know, I don't think there's any aspect in life where throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks isn't a bad approach or a method. You know what I mean?
And to be fair, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
It's going to suck real bad because, like me, I sucked hot farts for damn near a decade.
Yeah, so did I.
Until I figured out what I liked.
Yeah, I was a kitchen porter. I was literally like the most bottom of the barrel job you can think of. I literally washed dishes from there, like from when I was 16 up until I was I can't remember it. I think it was been maybe 24, maybe.
Like folks should know that I shattered my body figuring out what I want to do in life. Like I permanently broke all my lower ribs doing jobs. I have broken bones. I have broken organs from trying to figure out what I want to do in life. So like I've gone through all that and I've realized, you know what, I like writing books and it worked for me. So sometimes you gotta fucking break yourself and go through the hard times to find the good times. That's just how it fucking is.
Yeah, sadly. Right, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope this video wasn't philosophical dog shit gay nonsense. And let us know what you think down below, and we'll see you next time.
I've been hanging out of town, loading in that low-down rain. Watching Good Time Charlie Brown is driving me insane. Up on shady Charlotte Street, all the green lights look red. Wishing I was on the farm, loading in my feather bed. Got myself a rocking chair to see if I can lose them thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Found myself a paper friend and I read yesterday's news. Rolled it up page 21 and I stuffed it in my shoe. Gave me a nickel to the pole, my good turn for the day. I folded up my old billfold and I threw it far away. Got myself a rocking chair to see if I can lose and thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Wish I had some guitar strings to hold that black diamond brand. I string up this old Martin box and I go and join a band. I guess that I'll just stay right here and sing and pick a while. Try to make me a little change and I'll give you folks a smile. Got myself a rocking chair to see if I can lose them thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues.